I'm here with Erin Clark, who's the founder of Love and Neglected Communities. Tell us about your organization.
So we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We focus on helping youth throughout the world, and currently we're raising money to rebuild an orphanage in Kenya for 94 children.
And you were telling me an interesting story. You were in college when you first went to Kenya. Tell us about that story.
So I actually went to Uganda and Tanzania during college. It was through I went to Walsh University. So it was their study abroad program, and I'm a nurse, so we did a nursing program over there as well. And after I graduated, my cousin Amanda Clark really wanted to go to Africa as well. So she found an organization to volunteer through, and last June and July we volunteered in Kenya.
But that wasn't enough for you.
No, you can never have enough Africa. So when we were there, we were working in an orphanage, and we realized, it's called Estelle Children's Center, and we realized how much they needed our help. And now that I had graduated, I realized I could probably put more time into it than I was able to before. So when we came back, we decided to start our nonprofit. And now we're working on this first project to raise money to buy land and then construct a new orphanage to help them become self-sufficient through farming.
So you graduated, you're a nurse working full-time now, and you started this project on the side. And tell us about that kind of commitment and from the commitment from your board members. What has that taken?
What's nice is our board is very dedicated and very passionate about this. So I was telling you before, we're all in different states at this point for the most part. But even though we're many miles away, we're still linked together and working and putting in time. It is challenging at times. I'm a nurse, so I only work 3 days a week, so it's a little easier for me to find the time. But even everyone else who works, 9 to 5, they seem to find time here and there to help. It's wonderful.
And how is the orphanage progressing? You have the land?
So we don't have the land yet. So I went back in November and scouted out different plots of land and met with their government officials to talk about which land we can purchase. And the plot we're looking at was $60,000. And at that time we didn't have the money. And now we're about halfway there with funds for that. And once we have enough to buy the land, I'll go back and we'll do that whole process of purchasing it. And I'm also working with a contractor in Kenya, and we've worked together and made some blueprints, and we kind of have a good foundation of what we're going to build once we have the land.
And is your vision maybe to be full-time in this work one day?
I love nursing. I think I'll always do both. I don't know how it'll play out, but I know I'll always be doing some type of mission work.
And what moved you about Africa? The situation there or the people?
Ever since I was younger, whenever we would get the things in the mail, donate so much, it can help feed a child. My dad would always show me, it'd always be like, oh, you should become a nun and then go do mission work. And I don't think a nun is my calling at this time at least, but Africa definitely is. So I'd always wanted to go. Even before college, I knew that had to be a requirement of college, so that's another reason why I picked Walsh. I knew they went there. And since then, I've just fallen in love with it.
What is it about that you fall in love with? I'm trying to think, what would you tell other young people out there about the fulfillment or your passion about the work?
Well, Africa in itself is amazing. It's the most hospitable people you will ever meet. They will do wonderful things to take care of you, and they are so full of life and happiness despite their poverty, and it's really moving. But volunteering in general and just spending time with people, especially over there, and you can't do everything to fix their poverty, but even giving them slight joy here and there, it's very rewarding. It just makes you feel great.
Yeah. Hey, well, thanks for talking with us.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.